Thursday edition. Throwback Thursday. What's up, A Dot?
I'm in here, man. I'm in here trying to get these things together, man. Trying to get it back. Throwback Thursday. See how we do.
Yes, sir. Hey, don't if you want to come on, I sent out a link on Twitter. Click on that Zoom meeting link, and you can join us live. Don't be scared.
Yeah, man, they got them throwback stories.
Yes, all day, every day.
So I got to share it onto my Facebook peoples. Let them know what we doing. Ryan Cohen, he shared it.
All right,
So, we got some people watching, man. So, need to let these people know what's going on, man. Now you got them watching, man.
man. Look, how you feel after your Cinco de Mayo? Were you all right?
Oh yeah, man. Cinco de Mayo went good, man. I think my food was a little too spicy.
Uh oh.
Uh, but next day it was a little rough. But yeah, we doing all right, man. I enjoyed it, man. I ate it a couple of days later. Whenever you can make some food, you can eat on it for a couple of days, man. That's what's happening.
See, that's if you follow me on Twitter, man. Have you not seen me vacuum seal your food, brother? Vacuum seal your food. That's what you got to do. Promise you. You vacuum seal, buy your vacuum sealer, man. It'll save you so much money.
Yeah, I guess I could vacuum seal it, but I could also eat it like for 2 days in a row. And I live by myself, so I only eat a one serve. I mean, like 4 servings, So cat like myself eat a few of them.
That's true too, man. That's true too.
So, yeah, 4 servings won't. I mean, I'll be happy if 4 servings last me a day.
Okay.
How long is what is that stuff called? Hamburger Helper. A box of Hamburger Helper. How many helpings is that?
For you, probably.
No, I mean, what does the box say? How many servings?
Man, I don't eat that processed food. I eat real food. I cook my own stuff. I have no idea.
So you ain't never ate a. You
yeah.
ain't never ate a.
You asked what does the box say. I was going to tell you what I think, but you said what does the box say. I don't have a box in my house. I don't know when last time I cooked Hamburger Helper. That's been a minute. Probably in college, bro. So for me when I was cooking in college, it lasted me 2 days.
Yeah, that's about right. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know how many. I think it's like 4. I think it's 4. It's either 4 or 6. But I gotta make it. I gotta make it last 2 days. Like it ain't just gonna last me that. I gotta tell myself that. No, don't get another. Don't get a little bit more.
You are not a normal human being, though.
I told you before, man. One thing about life and about existing, man, is I just need nourishment and sustenance in my body. That's why y'all people who cook and make it look pretty and stuff, that's fine, man. You probably got a family. You probably got taste buds that are privileged and bougie. All I need in my body is something to get me through the next 8 hours, then the next 16, then give me 8 hours of sleep and keep me going, man. That's all I need. And I understand the processed food ain't good for you. I understand that, but I ain't got time to spend 3 or 4 hours of my life trying to prepare something.
Hey, Ant, you got a person in waiting. We got Oscar Orphan. Let me let him on. Give me a sec.
While he getting them together. I'm just saying, man, look at my digs, man. We got
sorry, man.
It's baseball season, so I brought my baseball jersey out.
Right. No, hey, we lost Oscar.
Oh man, come on, man.
I was just about to put him on and he checked out on me.
He might have got scared.
Thanks. Probably.
I think might be a fake name. Only Oscar. Well, it could be just a Twitter follower.
Yeah, I'm
only
not sure.
Oscar I really know personally is Oscar. Well, actually, I don't. Oscar Combs and Oscar Combs.
Well, he was on and then he was off. So,
unless it was Michelle who came in under an alias, Michelle Golf.
I don't think that happened.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah, we. So what you want to talk about your past history, your endeavors, what's your throwback story today?
I was not big, man. I told too many throwback stories, man. I'm running out. I got plenty, man, but
Come on,
I don't want to come across like Michael Jordan in the Last Dance, man. But man, I had one, man. Okay, here's my topic. And this topic for anybody who want to call in and discuss. What's your opinion right now on uh jerseys? Do you see people still buy? I don't. You might not have been a jersey buyer, but you still see people buying jerseys.
I don't know. Look, I'm about to show you mine. This is my old high school All-Star game jersey. I got enough of them. Number 40.
That joke is basic in the boy.
Hey, man, it's look, man, they got the stars on the sleeves.
Yeah, that's so classic, man. That joke is basic. Basic. But but my thing is I was thinking about it, man. And it's funny, Twitter took our ESPN took our topics. Two of the topics we used on our last couple of shows, Twitter used.
Really?
Yeah, the worst, and it was two females and a dude. I recognize the two people. Well, one of the females, because they always on around the horn or whatever. They had the same setup we had. She asked it the same way I asked it, and was basically what's the like your moment in sports that your worst moment in sports or whatever. And I was like, man, I see people they watching our little thing, but they don't want to click like, man. At this point, if I catch any celebrity, you know what I mean, plagiarizing or using our stuff, all the stuff is trademarked. But if I catch any celebrity, man, they gonna catch wreck, man. You can't do that. Like, man, at least drop a like.
At least drop an 8-hour white of V-Style 17 on it, right?
Right, man. Something, man. Or tell your people about it, man. You gonna bring it up on ESPN like it's your stuff, man. They went through and researched a lot of film or whatever it did. But the thing about jerseys I was trying to figure out was, man, people switch teams so much, like jerseys ain't even relevant anymore.
Right.
And unless you're the type of person that's gonna buy a new jersey for every team, like anybody I idolized wore the same jersey with the exception of Michael Jordan and Deion. I guess I ain't got that many idols.
Oh, okay.
37 in that 45.
Yeah. Kobe went 8-24.
I said people I idolize.
Oh,
Kobe fan.
My bad.
I ain't no LeBron fan.
My bad.
So 30, 23 and 6. Ain't none of those. Like, so that's what I'm telling you. Like, you think any other memorable people and anybody call in? If you're a jersey person, did you stop wearing jerseys or stop doing jerseys with today's, the way things are going today? That's what I'm trying to find out, man.
Yeah, I wasn't a big jersey fan. Not a big jersey fan, and not a big autograph guy. So neither for me. That didn't float my boat as a kid. That just didn't do it. I don't know why. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier when they were talking about throwbacks and people had the jerseys in their background. Everybody got like different players' jerseys in their background. I'm like, man, today it would be hard, man.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Durant, like all the greats have a bunch of different jerseys.
Some of them do, yeah. You're right. I mean, Charles Barkley had a couple, but here's the thing. See, in the NBA, they'd even noticed that they I think they got like a buyback program. If you have a jersey of a certain player, I think they will buy it back and give you the new team jersey. I don't know. I think that's the NBA and that isn't the NFL.
Okay. That's a pretty good deal. They probably send the other one send them out somewhere else.
Probably.
I don't know if there's a way to take the screen print off or however they use it, because all of them ain't stitched. You know, so if it ain't stitched on, if it's stitched on, you know, you got your whole New Jersey to go and use how you feel. But and like I said, I was thinking about that, man. Like, I remember the names that come to mind is like I said, Kevin Durant, LeBron,
Yeah.
even man, even and I really like Kyrie. Kyrie.
Yeah, he switched a few.
Yeah, so it's I just didn't know if this is the other thing I was thinking. Has there ever been a football player to wear number 0?
Gotta be somebody.
I could have looked it up, I guess. Before we come on the show, I guess I should.
Yeah.
But that's what we got people watching for. So
right.
Let you know.
Yeah, man. Like Jerry Rice switch. Those are my guys. They said your boy George Plimpton wore it in the 70s.
George. Oh.
Jim Otto wore it for the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
Ken Burrow wore it for the Oilers. Those are double zeros, though.
Right.
Those double zeros. That's even a little more hype.
Jim Plunkett and Otto. I do remember Otto.
No, not Jim Plunkett. George Plimpton. Not Plunkett.
Well, Otto.
Yep.
What number is George Plunkett? Wasn't he a funny number too?
He was a lower digit number. I can remember. And now you got me researching.
Jim Plunkett.
You got it?
Pretty much. Oh wow!
No, he was famous 16, man. Come on now.
I mean, I guess if you want to call 16 famous, dang, I might have been thinking of Graham. I was thinking of a Raiders player.
That wore 0?
Yeah. When I said his name, I don't know. But we do got people who got 0, so we're gonna pass up. Dang, I can't believe that, man. I was that far, and I remember that too.
I can't believe you just said that 16 wasn't a famous number, though. I almost slapped you in the back.
It is famous to some people. Ain't none of the players. I mean, I thought Joe Montana was nice. I thought Joe Montana was good, but I also thought Steve Young may have been better.
Oh my God.
I mean, not better. I'm not saying better. I just like the things that he did. I like the way he escaped the pocket. He reminded me a little bit of a low budget Pat Mahomes. And I'm saying, Steve, what did Jerry Rice do to wild you? And I'm not saying he won games, just like we say about Tom Brady. Like Tom Brady gets the ball out of his hands fast, and he can process defense. We'll find out this year. But as far as the intangibles, as far as or the tangibles, the speed, and athleticism, and avoidability and stuff like that. So I feel like if you can pressure Tom, you can beat him. Joe Montana seemed to be kind of Dan Marino-ish, just staying back there.
No. Come on, man.
He'll get out there a little bit. He reminded me of Tim Couch a little bit. The pressure come, he can get out of there and still deliver the ball. But he won't get out there too much.
Go watch some Joe Montana at Notre Dame.
Oh, my word.
No. I mean,
for that case, watch anybody. Watch anybody in college.
No. See. Now here's what I'm saying. For a
Go watch Johnny Manziel in college. Go watch Tim Tebow in college. Okay, I hear you.
No, two totally different things. What I'm saying is, when he was with Notre Dame, he was required to move a little bit more than when he was with the West Coast offense. West Coast offense was a timing offense. He didn't have that. He wasn't asked to move because everything was timing. 1, 2, 3, get out. 1, 2, 3, get out. I don't think he even did 7-step drops. So a little bit different. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, I might be able to. You're saying that I may be able to go and see a little bit more of his athleticism, which is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So you said is a famous number. Who else makes him famous? And I'm sure there's other people because I can see him, but I can't really think of. But who else you say? You acting like it's famous. It ain't like 34, 32, or 23.
How How can you say that? I mean, didn't
I'm telling you, I'm sitting right here giving you an opportunity, man.
let me think. The only guy I can think of
If
wearing
you
it
got to
now.
think, then it must. That's maybe your point right there.
Who wore? I mean, I guess everybody wanted to wear 23, but come on, man. That you are. There's a lot more.
So just say you made your point. That's all I need you to say.
I made my point, man.
Just say I made my
Yeah,
point.
I made my point.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. You think of Joe Montana? Maybe famous enough to say it is.
Yeah, the only person like I can say now, I know Jared Goff wears it, but that's about it.
Oh yeah. I ain't count Jared Goff.
Hold on, man. Here you go.
I would go as far as to say 12 may be more of a famous number at quarterback than 16.
Yeah, 12. But Joe was the first one to wear 12, though. I mean, 16, though. I know 12 is famous because my man um now why did it just now I'm getting old.
Name it.
Huh?
Name it. Starbucks.
No. Steelers from
Bradshaw.
Bradshaw. Terry, yeah.
I'm just saying, Randall. I could go on for years.
Yeah, so 16, it really isn't that many. You got George Blanda, Lynn
Maybe
Dawson.
why? Who?
George Blanda, Lynn Dawson, Kansas City quarterback.
Yeah.
Kenny Stabler.
Okay.
That's about really it.
What number was Roger?
Those are Hall of Famers.
What number was Roger?
Roger Staubach?
Yeah.
Wasn't he 12?
I'm trying to think. It sounds like 12.
I thought he was 12 too. Yeah.
I don't want to keep taking my eyes off the screen because I was giving a whoop for it.
Yeah. Roger's 12.
Looking at the camera enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to look on and off because I got so much going on over here.
If they want me, but you know what? For the persons that told me that I don't look into the screen enough, if you want me to bring good content, then I have to look onto the screen and everything. I'm not a wealth of knowledge. Like I don't have all this information just sitting in my. You know, I got so much stuff going on in life, man. I can't remember all this.
I feel you.
Why do you have captions underneath your words, underneath your stuff?
What'd you say? I don't have captions.
You have captions underneath. Captions are auto-generated. That may have been something I turned on.
Yeah, that's on you, bro.
When I was messing around, but you have captions.
On
but
Zoom?
I don't. No, I did it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said use captions when it's available.
Yeah,
it's captioning your tail up. It's captioning you crazy, man. You got captions all over the place.
With my accent, well, I've lost it pretty much.
I was surprised it picked yours up pretty well.
Huh. That's interesting. If I said Dagnabbit, it doesn't say Dagnabbit?
Man, I went off of that screen, man. I'm trying to help you out on Twitter so that when your Twitter, when the Twitter people say something, that I can see it, because apparently last week you abandoned the comment portion of it.
Yeah.
So
a little bit. I see Wendell is on here.
Yeah, he said he missed the show last week. He said he missed the show Tuesday, so I told him he missed one, so he said he was gonna make sure he jumped back into the game, man.
Sure.
Check us out, man. But yeah, what's I gonna? Yeah, man. What else you got on deck for us, man? I was like I said, big thing that really got to me was there was another. I was watching something I love, man. Watching the greatest rants, man. The greatest. Yeah, coaches rants, man. That thing was. They had that on their time, and then at this point, it's all the same ones. It's all practice. They are who we thought they were. Playoffs. But you know the one man that now man is my is one of my damn favorites, and I gotta find him some Mike Leach. I know Mike Leach probably got a few, but we don't want no cats. Meow. We need dogs, man. That every when I seen it back then, I thought it was funny, but watching it now, man, oh man, that is because you get to thinking about the dudes in the locker room, you know, putting all the little Jay Suma Sims, putting all the wristbands on their arms, wristbands all of them. And I'm not saying nothing about the person personally, but people who take a long time to get ready, you know, huh?
No, I feel you.
Man, you know, I like to look good, man. But there's some people in there. Then you know, I coach Little League. You know how it is in Little League. The kid with the Cam Newtons on or the Jordan,
right?
You know, the Under Armour. You got offensive linemen wearing the red protectors and man, the gloves. I said, man, but yeah. So when I was watching that, man, that's when it came back to me. It was I don't even know what the coach's name is, but we don't want no kitty. We don't want no cats. Meow. We need dogs. So I said, man, that one was hilarious. So now that's my favorite, man. Then when I never even picked up the first time when he was actually talking about, you know, dudes primping or taking so long to get prepared and trying to look pretty. That's why I was like, yeah, man, that's my thing.
No, man, you missing to me the most famous one.
I know it's two more that's classics, but yeah. Go ahead, throw them out there. I was just trying to get them out.
You said mine, but your boy Jim Moore when he was the coach, and they were talking about the playoffs.
I said playoffs.
Huh?
I said playoffs.
You said that? Okay, all right.
I said that at the end. I slipped in the end.
All right. Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind. Him and Denny Green with they are who we thought they were.
Oh yeah, man. I'm talking that was heartfelt, man.
Yeah, that was
heartfelt, man. Like basically, you know, from the hood, you know, when they got Ryan Clark breaking down his tweets. That's how I felt about Denny Green. Like, yeah, I know I can't say what I want to say. So listen, they are who we thought they were. he was on them like, man, like, hey, these MFers. Man, you can hear it through there, man. You can hear it through his voice, man.
Yeah, that was classic, man.
Yeah, it's a couple things, man. I ain't write down no notes today, man. I thought you was gonna have me today, man.
You thought I was gonna have what, man? Now you in the locker doing as we doing a locker line. What you mean?
Who?
You?
I'm doing it by myself.
What you mean? You doing?
I already gave. Huh?
Huh?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. What? So, what's your favorite UK story from that? I'm gonna give you a year. I'm gonna throw it back to a year because I know your boy Leach and I know your boy Mummy were a trip during meetings, man. You cannot tell me they were not because I read the little story about him at Washington State and then stuff he was talking about in team meetings. And I'm like, that had to be some stuff. So I'm gonna give you not the couch year. I don't want to get the 97 year. Everything was gravy. I want to hear that 98 year. What was going on in the offensive meeting during that 98 meeting? That 98 year.
No, man. I'm trying to get Wendell in here. He's trying to. But the thing is, I thought, 97 wasn't too much different. Was he there in 98?
Who?
Leach there in 97 and 98?
He should have been. Or did he leave? He left in like 99, right?
He wasn't there my last year. I know he wasn't there my last year, 99. So, but no, man. The reason why Leach, it really wasn't a big thing with Leach because Leach used to always say, like Leach didn't get a chance to say a whole lot because Mummy pretty much dictated the meetings, which is typically the case in most stuff. Like he dictated the meetings, and then we broke off in the receivers' rooms. So I never was really with Leach until I started doing both positions, and then they moved me to and then they moved me to going receiver. So I, learned slot and running back. So when we had wrinkles, I'd go in there for 30 minutes or whatever, then come back to the running back meetings or whatever. Man, but man, Leach, he it's always a story. He the type that be clicking, clicking, clicking. And then he'd be like, and I remember one time he says, and this, man, I tell people this, especially at work all the time. He says, you got to catch that ball. Keiko will ever give you an excuse. Oh, so-and-so. Stop it. Hey, I'm going to tell you this, buddy. A good excuse to get you beat just as fast as a bad excuse. Just catch the ball. Like, so whatever you say, it don't matter. You can give the most elaborate excuse. He stop it, actually look at you, turn it back on and keep going. Like, he was just so damn matter of fact. So if you don't understand what he's saying, like something stops, then you just stop the play. So for Bears hunting in the wood, like I all I got from him is one-liners because I was never in a room with him long enough. All I ever got from him was one-liners. He was never the head coach when I was there. So all of his conversations were but it's just any old thing, man. I don't know, man. Leach was a different dude, man.
Yeah.
Put it like that. Like he you can't get nothing over him. He just expect results. Like Spurrier and some of the other guys, they real smooth. Like they get results, they expect results, and they get them right out of you.
Right.
And Leach was just real matter of fact. Like,
hey, Wendell is trying to get in. Hold on.
I'm giving him the bad.
Yeah,
He already there?
He's all in the weight room.
Oh, I was trying to give him information.
Hey, what's happening?
There you go.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Haven't seen you in what? Man, that's like 20 years, brother.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you still ain't seen it.
I know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm kind of. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of in and out with kids. Got a friend over tonight. Just, So kind of.
You said your kids got a friend over.
Yeah, man. One of his good buddies. Yes, and he's good to go. No issues.
I thought you said she. I thought you said something about she.
Oh, no.
Hey, that boy number 16 or something, ain't it?
Yeah, my oldest. Yeah, I got a 17, 11, and 6-year-old.
Hey, Wendell, we in the locker,
yes,
man.
Sir.
This ain't on the radio. This is everything go here, man. So this is like we in the locker sitting next to each other for practice. Talking about we don't want to go to practice, and we're gonna make up some stories. Now we lying right now.
That's all right. Hey, man, but I did want to run something by you, man.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man, with this new age football, man, and in Louisiana, and I know you live in Chicago now. With this new age football, man, and these new coaches, and wanting kids to basically pick a side, not necessarily play offense and defense. Me and BZ kind of talked about this a little bit. I'm curious about your perspective on that. How do you feel about kids locking in on positions and recruiting and all of that? How that worked, and did you play both ways in high school and things of that sort, man?
Yeah, man. I hate it. I don't know a better word to say. I think it's ridiculous. Now there are some teams where where you have 100-something players on a team, and but if you that dude, if you good enough to play both ways, why not? Who's to say when I'm a freshman, I might be the best wide receiver? Who say I can't turn into the best safety? I don't like it. I don't like that, and I don't like these coaches trying to force kids not to play multiple sports. That's another thing that kills me. And football is starting. It used to be basketball, but now football coaches starting to do that where kids are not running track anymore because of this 7-on-7 BS. So I don't like it, but I do understand it sometimes when you have a lot of talent. I mean, if your kid isn't better than somebody else, then he should focus on whatever side he's best fit at. But as overall practice, I don't like it. I mean, I played both ways, but I also played on a team that only had 28 players in my senior year.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I played a team they doubled the numbers, and they had a sideline full. You know, you can only go from 25 to 25. Well, for their game, they had to allow them to go almost from end zone to end zone because they had so many damn players.
Oh wow. Wow. What about you, Bees?
No, that's what I was trying to figure out. Van, did you say you don't like when they have when coaches don't let kids play multiple sports, or you said when they force them to play multiple?
When they force them to play only that one sport, only.
Oh,
one
okay,
sport.
okay, okay. I heard you say force. That's what I said. No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Dale. I mean, if you got a kid that's good enough, one thing you don't know how much a kid is gonna grow. And you know, if you got them playing, and we talked about this I think last Throwback Thursday, that a dude, when I was in Little League, up until our last year in Little League, I think was 12 years old or 11 years old, that it was myself, you know, my boy Kale, and another dude, and we were all like the best running backs in Little League. I'm talking about like the cream of the crowd, like we was the best. I mean, we're a year younger than the twins and some other people. So there's some dudes that were better than us, but they were older than us. So they left. So we think when we get to middle school, it's gonna be me, Kel, and this dude in the backfield. Man, they moved that dude to offensive line. Man, that dude was an offensive line until we graduated high school. But he was shorter. Kel was only like 5'7". Like Kel graduated high school like 5'7", 5'8", and he was shorter than him. So I was like, he was blocking for us blocked for my senior year. I was like 5'11", 6 foot, and 7th, 8th grade. My point is, you don't know how you're gonna grow. Man, I played linebacker, I played safety. Then by the time I'm a senior, I'm still one of the bigger kids, and they got me at corner. It just didn't make sense. But you know, if it's like Gerald Lorenzen, for instance, and if you're just a big dude and you can get the job done, you shouldn't be told no. And I know the eye test, because I coach Little League. I know the eye test gonna tell me, nah, man, when we doing trials, no, you go over there in that line. Right. But when it really come down to it, he got to find a way, you know, after practice or something, man, just slang the rock and like, whoa, who that threw that ball? And then we'd get to you. But if I'm not about telling nobody you can't do something. You don't want to take a kid's dream away. Right. But if you do want to play that position, and I don't think you can, I'm going to give you very many tryouts. I'm going to give you very many auditions. And if the first couple things look all right, okay. You know, we give you a try at it, but I ain't going to dash your dreams if, you know, but.
Hey, this is why you can't judge a book by its cover. And my sister played at her high school she played at. They played Glenn Davis in football, Big Baby, all right? So now I thought Big Baby was going to be a football player because he was good in basketball, but he was trouble in football. And that big joker played running back.
Oh, wow.
He played two. He was, so the school he went to was LSU Lab School. And they had some athletes. I mean, on his basketball team, you got Garrett Temple who's still playing in the league right now, and he wasn't even I'm gonna say he wasn't the third best player on the high school basketball team.
Wow!
So he's still in the league. But Big Baby, man, nobody could tackle him, and he played at
right.
I mean, we in a decent class, man. You get that 260 coming downhill. And he had feet too. Now he wasn't just 3 yards. No, he'll get you in a double phone booth. So if you saw him, you wouldn't have played him at running back, and you would have put him at offensive tackle.
Right.
Hey, I hear noise in the background since we got Wendell on the line, my man, 50 grand, my backfield mate. I'm gonna cut left real quick. All right. And this we need an explanation. And you got to give us a full detailed explanation. And if I have to jump in, you know I have no quorums with jumping in. Explain to me and Van what happened and what was your thought process. And if you want me to get the result, I'll get the result. When Wendell was my workout partner, Wendell came to UK about 6'3", 230. And I ain't never been 2 nothing, but that's my workout partner.
Right.
So whenever we had to do workouts, and we had to take whole plates off for him to work out, then I go. But we was buddies, and I guess I was just a slender back, so my strength wasn't where it should have been at. So I need for Wendell you weren't there. I need for you to explain to Van so he can understand what happened today that you weren't there, and AJ Simon and I had already started squatting. And you came in like 15 minutes late, so we had already done 2 or 3 reps, warm up. And you walked right in off the street, and we was like, here, let you get some warm up. Started trying to take planks off. And you was like, no, leave them on. Now, you take from there, you explain to us, what were your thoughts process? What actually happened? And what were you thinking? Just
young, very young, man. Very young, man. Young, just eager, going on a second coach, and again, young, not a lot of sleep that night before. Back then in those days, we was partying a lot, probably more than I should have, and just thought I thought I could do anything, and to be honest, coming in without warming, that's crazy, and I'm just it is what it is, but no. Just lack of sleep and just being young, man.
Hold on.
And that's the answer you're going to give?
Hold on. Right. Hold on.
That's the lack of detailed answer you're going to give.
Hey, we missing something. That's a gap in the story.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm waiting on a punchline, and I'm getting an old father with some kids, a wife. No, man, this ain't something ain't right.
Like I say, we working out, we warming up. We may warm up 135, 185. Mm-hmm. We might warm 135, 185 up to 225. But with me, I probably went from 225 to 285. AJ might have been ready for 315 or something.
Yeah.
Wendell either came in under 285 or 315. And he walks in, clapping his hands and wringing his hands like, what's up? So I'm like, I said, hey, AJ. So I started pulling off the planks, whatever. We was going to pull off one plank. It might have been a 45.
Yeah.
It might have been a 25. So if it was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it was 285, it would have just been a plank.
Right.
Or if it was 300, it was a plank. Either way, we was going to get him down to at least 225. No, I got it. Man, this brother gets up under now. He squat a lot, man. Wendell got legs and ass. He squat a lot. He gets the bar up under there. He clink, 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 clink. He step back, clink, clink. Uh-huh. Goes down and just and does the worm all the way down with it, man. As soon as he got down, as soon as he tried to push up, man, it just the bar was swaying and clink, 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 clink. And I said, man, coach run over there. What's going on? The coach run over there trying to see what's cracking, man.
Yeah, man.
I look at you, man. Like, man.
Coming in there, man. Ain't had no legs. And been up all night, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
I don't think he jumped on Nary bike or nothing. I don't think he jogged around and ran in place or nothing. Jumped rope. He just jumped right in there.
Woke up late. Yeah.
Yeah, that's man. Yeah. So y'all obviously didn't have Coach O and Coach Shell back then because your ass they would have. I don't know who your strength and conditioning coach was then, but he obviously didn't have a control of the locker room. That's true.
No, but one thing about it, it really wasn't about. Like our workouts. We rarely miss workouts. It ain't like it was loose like that around. It was a rare day he really used to miss it. Plus, like I said, that was my workout partner. So we usually go up there together, whatever. The thing is that Mummy, well, I don't know, we practiced. Did we have the same scheduling? Yeah, we had the same schedule.
Similar, yeah.
So we practiced. We had to take class between 8 and noon.
Yeah.
We practiced from like 1 to 5. Then you could take classes from 6 to 8.
Yeah,
the evening, yeah. But the thing was, we worked out in the morning. I think
yeah.
But then our times would change. Like we had groups of people who worked out at certain times based off your schedule. Right. It wasn't. I think when we played, it was like all running backs or sudden people.
Yep.
Different people worked out at one time. But when we were under Mummy, you worked out with your little whoever your partner, your group was. You came in and did your workout at that point in time, that time of the day. So it could change throughout the day, or it could be in the morning. It could be after practice, and if it's in the spring, it could be in the middle of the day.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't like that. But yeah, we worked out as a group, which was, you create that camaraderie when you're within your group, that competition.
Right.
I don't like that. I don't want to be working out with no old linemen, man, because they stink. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't really think we worked out with the. I don't think I mean, it was always like if somebody in your position or something. Or you remember like I think Quentin McCord as a receiver worked out with like Marlon McCree, a DB or somebody, like something like that. Somebody you got camaraderie. I'm gonna tell you another story though, since we're in the locker, man. One thing you talking about working out with offensive linemen, man, and this probably happened more than once. I'm pretty sure. I think it happened when you was in school. So we got to pick we had a real democracy. Like we got to pick everything. Like we had a vote on everything on thing we did. Like we got to pick the music we worked out with. So we come in there. I was working out with Quentin McCord. This was like, I think in 97 or 99, about 99. I was working out with Quentin McCord. And next to us was Marlon McCree and somebody else working next to us, maybe Jamal White or somebody. And so we go one day, basically it comes out to be one day black people pick the music, the other day white people.
Same thing.
So it really wasn't like a certain group, like this day DBs pick it, this day the offensive linemen, like the fat boys can pick it this day the skilled players pick it.
Right.
And so basically kind of like a black. So we listened, and somehow we either got off on a day or we had a day off. So Quentin or Marlon McCree goes there and puts on some good old Goody Mob. He comes out and he's walking out, juking a little bit to the bench. Can't remember, but it must have been 99 because at this point, it wasn't Jason Watson and all them. It was some younger dudes. One thing, they were so young, and they went in there, they turned the thing. No, it might have been 98 because I think Jonas was still around. And they go in there, they turn it off. So McCree go back in there, turn it back on. McCree comes back out, they go back. And my thing, I'm thinking, the same way you looking, what you thinking, where's a strength coach? Like, why don't you step in and do something? And he might have been out, and it's never been an issue. There's been a couple times where they don't, turn it down or this or that. But so when the offensive lineman or the lineman people go back in there, McCree goes in there too, like, hey, you ain't about to adjust this knob again. And something happened, and we looking through the window, something going on, and they going back and forth. And all I see is him nod his head. He goes to the closest bench outside the door and grabs a 25-pound plate and walk back in there with a radio. Oh, no.
Wow.
So we run in there, man. And then by this time, the strength coach came in. Like, what's going on? I'm going to pick the music. And that could have, but that happened twice, actually. That happened twice while I think after you had left.
Yeah.
I thought about that when you said you ain't working out with no fat offensive lineman. Yeah, man.
Wow. Cree was a dog, man.
Yeah.
That was my dude. The one that you used to talk about Spikes, I'm not going to say the name, but if they watching this, they know who they are. We had, competition was big, right? And we had so many good DBs. Playing time was limited. It was down to bare bones. If you wasn't a starter, you was a backup. If you were a backup and the coach didn't trust you, you might not play that much. Or if you was a backup and you thought you was better and you didn't start, you didn't play as much as you felt, right? So we in the locker room and we power cleaning. Remember, I know they changed after I left, but you had the power clean stations in front of the squat racks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So these two were right by the squat rack on the second, I guess, row of power clean station. So they talking back and forth, yang, wah. Your coach's favorite, you a coach's favorite, blah, blah, blah. And one of our boys, cold cop, when I say cold cop, yank up, it was like a Roy Jones Jr. right up on the chin, and the person he hit was out. The only thing that saved his life was that rack. When he hit that rack, he came to. He was about to go limp all the way to the ground.
Oh man!
Wow.
That was.
So you said so they both were DBs?
They both were DBs.
Okay.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what year was this?
I can't tell the year, man. Come on.
What the hell you mean? You can't tell us what year?
What year was that? It had to be 95.
I'm on the phone.
I was there in 95. I was there in 96.
No, it wasn't 96. It had to be 96.
I was there in 95.
I think it was 95. You were running back in 95 though.
I was a DB in 95.
No, only for a little bit.
I was DB up to the middle of the season.
Yeah, so this happened. This might have happened before you got in. Cause
I'm not saying I remember. I remember hearing something about it. I'm trying to think of the personnel. I'm not trying to see if I was there. I'm trying to think of the personnel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can pretty much when you're saying a couple of words you're using, I can pretty much think of who it is.
Yeah. You probably know.
I can pretty much assume who it is.
If you was on that team, you definitely know who it is. That's no question. Wendell, you came in 95 too, right?
96.
Okay. Nah,
right after him.
Yeah.
Speaking of 95, 96, my birthday, a couple of fellas came through, a couple old school OGs, man, came through. Guess who we had a conference with? A speakerphone call with.
Oh, Lord. A football player?
Alabama.
Coach. Alabama coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's an Alabama coach now?
He's a retired NFL coach now, position coach.
Position coach.
Was you there with Right There, coach? Right there.
Yeah.
Coach yeah.
Coach T. Yeah, Ricky, man. We had a call with him, man. Oh, man.
That's
so
right.
We talking about 30 minutes, man. He back down memory lane, man. It was funny, man.
Man, Coach Thomas was that dude.
Man, and what made me think of that after you left that spring after, we doing gassers, and you got it. No, did coach get fired after your last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Mommy came in 97.
Yep. I had 1 year. My freshman year was Curry's last year.
Dang. So, okay, it was before that then. Obviously, it was before that then.
Yeah.
And we running gassers, and a receiver from Paducah, Mr. Gasser by like 1 point, whatever second, like just lift your leg off the ground and stride up the line. You ain't making everybody up. I didn't make it. I did. Man, Coach Steve took his whistle off, took his whistle off, turned his hat to the back. Asked him, this is a player that did a lot of talking.
A
lot of people's faces.
I know what you're talking about.
Man, Punk asked him if he wanted this work. The dude got on the line and ran.
Hey, Coach Thomas was only, dude. Coach Thomas was only. That was probably 95. Maybe, 95.
I think that was 6.
No, I think Coach Thomas was there 2 years, right? It was just one.
I don't remember him for 1 year.
Okay, well, 96. He's only been 5 years removed from playing DB at Bama.
It might have been, you know what, he might have came in the spring of 95, this season 95.
Okay,
so 96 spring, because this guy I'm talking about wasn't there in 95. He didn't come, I think, until the second semester of 90. Second semester.
You're right.
I think he had a legal issue.
You're right. That is right. You're right. Yeah, man. Coach Thomas was the funniest dude in the world, but he was dude. Look, people don't understand. See, I played the Bears with somebody Coach Smith coached at Bama with Ricky Thomas. And they said the stuff that they did at Bama, dude, made me blush.
Yeah.
Dude, he was saying, they said, y'all, Coach Thomas came there talking about, y'all got this easy. I'm like, man, do you see what we're doing? He's like, nah, bro. You don't understand. We were to, and then I went to the Bama, and I played with a guy named John Mangum. He told me to sound like, damn, y'all really doing that? So it made me feel like we wasn't doing shit. And I thought we were killing ourselves. And they were.
Man.
Hey, hold on real quick. If anybody, I see our numbers, our viewers is beefing up. So I see people listening. Hey, if you got a story you want to talk about, we talk about people with jerseys. People, you know, do you still wear jerseys, your favorite player? Because people change the team so much. We could join you in. We got my man Wendell. We can join you in another box down here.
Yes,
or,
man.
Or,
yes,
we can boot his ass out.
We can boot him out. Yeah,
that's I hear he got kids in the background talking like it ain't 9:30 o'clock. But no. So we got extra room. If you guys have comments about some throwbacks, or you know, you want to put anybody. Let's say David Childs. Hey. That's Wendell Childs, Mr. Yeah.
Hey, fellas, it's funny, man. It's funny y'all talking about Coach Thomas. The one thing I remember, man, when he be going up and down the sideline, if you weren't in the drill, I'd never forget, man. You had to keep your head on a swivel for where he was at, because he would come up to you and hit you in your chest right there. And I never forget that, man. I'm like, wow, man. I'm talking about strong too. Wasn't no, little love tap. He was hitting you.
Yeah, man, that joker came. That was a different breed, man.
Right. That was LT, a bigger version of LT.
Yes, sir. Man.
That was a bigger version of LT, man. A lot of
energy. Yeah, with the energy. Oh, yeah, energy-wise. Yeah. I just can't get past, like, the size. The strength's different.
No, that's what I'm saying, a bigger version.
Oh, yeah.
A much bigger size.
You know the difference was the guys who we had, like, the guys who we had that probably played with you, son, that were grad assistants. You know, I ain't say no names. I can't think of their names either right off the top. But them dudes used to come around barking at us. And I did play with one or two of them, but I didn't play. I was on the team. So I was like, man, these dudes, man, you ain't even play. Like, how you yelling at us? Man, when Coach T came around, he was a younger cat, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, it was like, man, you figure like, oh, he just a grad assistant, man, you know. Man, he put that to bed quick.
Yeah,
man. Like,
he did.
He'll square with you in a second.
Dude, Coach Smith already told us. Coach Smith told us before he got there. He told us, he gave us a heads up. I guess he had a heads up that y'all didn't have. He told us, dude, don't do it. Don't test him. He that dude. He's that dude.
Yeah, man.
Coach Curry kind of hinted at that too.
Derek Thomas, huh?
Coach Curry kind of hinted at that too in his own way, because he started out with he was a captain. He worked himself up to a captain.
Yeah.
He kind of gave you in the PC way of he worked himself up. Don't test him.
Right. Yeah, I think they
right.
Yeah, I think he might have sensed that we might have been a little soft in some places.
Yeah.
A little soft around the edges. That's why he brought him in there, man, because he came right in. Most, you know what I'm saying, most people in that position, they come in and they just kind of, you know, feel their way around or sit back and, you know, kind of do, boy. You let me know what you need me to do, and I'll do it. Not Ricky T, man. Ricky T came in there, man, right there. Every time, right there in your mix, man.
Man, you're right. And you know what? It's crazy. Talking, you know, my brother works at Texas A&M now, and finding out how small those circles are in college. You know, how guys go from one university to another and this, that, another thing, man. It almost amazed me. It almost amazed me how that happened. You know, he's telling me, you know, because I was like, well, how did this coach go here? Well, he was the coordinator for this guy when he was here. And, you know, it's just like, oh, wow. You know, that's really how it happens, though. Yeah, and it is a good old boys, you know, it is a good old boys network.
It is big, man. I just had a buddy of mine who was at Ole Miss when I played. And what's the guy's name? He's coach at Auburn. He's coach at Cincinnati. He begged him because he wanted to be a lawyer. He begged like, man, I think you got a chance of really being a good coach. He's like, well, coach, I want to go to law school. Blah blah blah. He's like, well, you can do that too, but be my GA. And he was a GA dude, and he went from there. You know, he went the route Murray State. Then he was at Duke with Coach Cutcliffe. doing work. Then he had
You are talking about my fraternity brother,
Derrick Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
He just went to Texas Tech.
Went to Texas Tech.
Yes. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes, sir. He was my coach at Murray State.
Yes.
Transfer.
Exactly.
Yes,
I was just about, yep.
Yes, sir.
He was at Murray State,
yes,
did his rounds, and then the guy, isn't the guy who's the head coach at Texas Tech, coach at Murray State too?
I think he was there, but he wasn't in that type of position. But yeah, I think he was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So them two boys, they boys, right? And
right.
so he got the coach at Texas Tech. Now he's the DC, and he was associate head coach at Duke.
Yeah.
And now the guy you talking about is our old offensive line coach. He was the coach at Ole Miss last year. I believe he got fired though, but he was the previous head coach, and he was at Murray State as well.
Having issues over here. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
But yeah, man. That's awesome.
That fraternity is small, man. You right, man. It's all about who you know. It's all about your circle.
Mm-hmm. So you can't. And that's another thing, man. I try to tell these youngsters, man. These young gappers today always want to act tough, want to be gangsters, and they don't care about none of that. Everything they don't care about none of that. That's their thing. Now. And I keep trying to tell people, like everywhere I go, I ain't always telling A White stories. And the people I know, if I know this person, I don't associate with too many bad people. So what I keep trying to explain to them, you don't know who you being disrespectful to. You don't know whose hand you shaking. You don't know whose hand you're not shaking. You don't know who you cussing in front of.
Right.
And like I said, it's kind of crazy. Like I said, the fact now, and just for people to understand, this is a little nugget for people in the sports world to listen. This is a throwback because we all throwback. But this is a nugget, which it don't take a lot of sense to understand this. But y'all just named the guy y'all both know personally. Yep. I don't know this guy from Adam. I'll meet this guy. He asked me what college I go to. What's the first thing he gonna ask me?
You know about
who you know?
Wendell?
Yep.
Right. You know Wendell? You know my man Van Wendell? Oh, now all of a sudden, and that's what people don't understand.
Yep.
But my only problem is when I meet people, and the person that they associate with, I don't care for, I say it. And I got to get better with that. It's hurt me in a couple of instances because the person I didn't like was way up there. And I was like, yeah, they did me wrong. They hindered my career, this, that, and the other. And the person, they give me out. They give me out. Like, oh, yeah, that's a really good friend of mine. I've been friends for a long time. Yeah, I don't care much for him.
Right.
And after that, man, things don't go well, man. But so it's just a little, my mistake can be your blessing.
So Wendell.
Yes.
Explain to me this. So your boy LT came and your boy Kill came at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan Station this, Bryan Station that. So since we throwback, how good were y'all really? Because I'm trying to see. They got bragging so much.
Y'all that good?
Oh, were y'all that good?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little tidbit on that. When they came, I moved down from New York. I had just got there, so I didn't actually get to play with either one of those guys.
Okay.
Tony Esters, who went to Louisville, and some other guys were there before me, but I didn't get to play with Keough or Littleton. When I got there, they had just left and came over to UK. Now I did get to play with Harvey Clay.
Okay.
I played with Harvey his senior year. Yep.
See what it was.
But back then, I would tell you though, Van, since you are asking, as far as the talent in Lexington, I would say, bar none, we probably had the most. But as far as being used, as far as the scheme that we were in, were we using it? No. I mean, we potentially, as far as, we talk about track, we talk about speed and this, that other thing. I mean, in Lexington, we had it. And next to us was basically, whoever the top team out of Louisville was. But as far as coaching, Bryan Station just never had it. We ran a wing tee, we ran BAMs, belly, swivel, and you're talking about guys like Keough, who ran the option. But we had some of the best talent in the state, and you would never know it because I can probably count on my hand how many times he threw the ball. but he was our quarterback. You know what I mean? And that was kind of the sign of the times. And I get it, but we just didn't exhaust all avenues on our talent, and we always end up falling short. You know, like Boone County, some other teams that just kind of play that smack. We always play down to teams rather than play it up, like, you know, the newer football. But you know, and the shame, we were still in 3-point stance, man. When I got down there my sophomore year, we were still in 3-point stance at receiver, bro. Yeah, receiver at the wide out. X and Y was in the 3-point stance, bro. Yeah, crazy.
That was old Lou Holt stuff because New Hampshire 3-point stance too for a long time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm coming up and jam you right now.
right.
You ain't getting no jam out of a 3-point stance.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey, you played against Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt. Wait a minute, were you there with Torrey Holt?
Yeah, I was there. Torrey Holt.
And he used to come out that boy low. He wasn't in 3-point stance, but he was low.
But in 3-point stance, dude, the first thing you got to do is either come up or I just push your head down. I just push you down.
I'm going right through one of your shoulders. I'm picking whatever shoulder I need.
No, if you in a 3-point stance, dude.
Yeah.
I played against people with 3-point stance. That wasn't I'm tearing you up. I'm getting you.
Right.
I'm just now the one that's off the line of scrimmage.
You can try and miss if you might. You might miss.
No, the ones off the line of scrimmage might have a better chance. But if you're on the line of scrimmage in a 3-point stance,
line of scrimmage, yes sir.
Yeah, line of scrimmage is probably tough.
Yeah, you pretty much tough. I'm getting into you.
Yeah. That's
And what's sad is, man, a lot of us didn't learn that till we got to college, and it's like, oh, we get to stand up now. We get this, that. You know what I mean? We 2 and 3, 4 steps behind everybody because we were basically playing a system. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, wow. You know.
Now the wing T is not that bad if it's ran properly. Now I've seen some guys now in current run wing, and that is legit. It ain't the old school wing T. It's the wing T formation ish. But
it's in the pistol. It's almost like it's in the pistol formation though.
Almost,
yes.
Yep. The window dressing, the confusion is still there. But it's definitely not. It's a modernized version, and then more passive than it is back in those days, where it's those sweeps and stuff. But I can't believe. So Keo played quarterback.
Yes, Keo was the quarterback, and Littleton was the running back. Yes,
Littleton was a running back.
Yeah, Littleton was a running back.
Wow.
But let's be honest though. I mean, you had to keep Keo. You know, you had to keep him. Upright, because if you ain't let him, he was gonna cut up and he was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, what y'all need 2 yards though?
They had a guy named Sidney Bates.
Oh, okay.
That played. He wore 22 the year before I got there, and he was a big guy, probably bigger than me.
Hey, let me ask you this before you answer or try to gather a refusal. If you don't want to answer any of the questions in the locker, you must entertain the hot seat, which is 3 hot questions.
Yeah.
So you may as well just answer the question, or you got 3 coming at you that you cannot. And it has nothing to do with sports. They're all just. They just judgment questions. So you have to have a judgment. So I'm gonna ask you this question. I know we're in a locker, and like you said, Buford and Truck and them. Mino, Slick, man, there's a lot of dudes in Lex that follow my little situation. On my side, I'm not saying on my side of the situation, because Van don't be down these parts too much. Who? And it's always been debated. I debated this with Coach Tyrone Johnson. Who's the best athlete or best football player to come out of station? Who's the best defender ever?
Dermontti Dawson.
At the defender time? Or you count that? You count in his college and professional accolades?
I'm say if I had to, it would be Dermontti at defender times. We've had. Don't get me wrong. We've had a lot of.
He got a track scholarship.
We've had
Dermontti had a track scholarship. I'm saying in high school, at his time at Bryan Station.
Hall of Famer in high school. Yeah, in my opinion, yes. If I had to pick if you say running back, or if you say, at a skill position, I'm gonna be up there. I mean, we had some real good talent. I can't tell you with a definitive answer who was the best, because opportunities with different coaches, opportunities change. What I mean by that is myself, I never averaged more than 10 carries a game, and I was a Mr. Football candidate. So, wow. I mean, there were other kids that got plenty of opportunities, 20, 30, 40 carries a game. And it just so happens I was able to average 7 yards a carry, I believe it's 12 yards of reception, but I didn't have the opportunity. So I won't put myself in that because of the opportunity. But there was guys I played with that were bigger, that were athletic, that had the talent and the size, but we never seized the talent and the ability, man. I mean, my graduate, I was one of the fast guys in the state of Kentucky, period. But I just, the opportunity. So when you ask that question, who was, I definitely feel like if I'd have got the opportunity, yes. But who got the opportunity and seized it, I got to say TJ and Eric Shelton. They went to state championship. I believe both of them, had double-digit touchdowns, opportunities, carries, stuff like that. So, it'd probably be between those two guys. And I'm sure since then I haven't kept up with the school, but, in my little tenure when I got there, and Keo Littleton were good.
It ain't been nobody since y'all left, nah. Since the 90s, early 2000s. No, it's been some good players. Don't get me wrong. It's been some good players. Very, very good players.
Yes.
But I don't know if they had no dogs.
Isn't Frederick Douglass hurting their area too?
Yes. Now? Yes. Yeah, they pull from the Bryan Station.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But even them dudes at Frederick Douglass wasn't what them dudes was. So they good athletes. You gotta understand now, man. It's like now it's kind of like Rocky versus Ivan Drago, man. Like the kids of Douglas, man, they just in shape and they expect because they they got machines that test their balance. Man, Bryan Station probably still got the same weight room they had when Wendell was.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm serious. I walked by there one time, man. You can smell the stench coming from out of there, man. Everybody else's weight rooms was in these big air-conditioned areas. Right. Theirs is still outside in the brick building. They got one inside, but their football team, I think, works out in that sweat box.
Yeah.
So, I got another. I'm gonna throw another nugget out there to our listeners, man. While we got Wendell on the line for a couple more minutes. Wendell, what can you tell people? Kids who are aspiring to be athletes, or young men aspiring to be athletes, college or NFL level. If you fall asleep in a meeting and the coach calls your name, when you wake up, what would you advise they do?
Man, what was that again, Coach?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't just wake up and be like, that just start pointing. Oh man, you had to be there.
Wow.
Man. You had to be there. Man.
Wow.
Bro.
Oh man.
First of all, I'm gonna say this: if you fall asleep in a meeting and your brothers don't hit you up,
say what, man?
If your brothers don't pick you up, that means they don't like you.
Oh,
no, hold on. Our meeting rooms ain't like they are now, which means you are right because it's smaller and condensed. Them ain't them big old theater meeting rooms. Here's the problem: if our coach has never said nothing, he's just on the board, do, and he turns around, you know how, because archery starts it. Okay, everything you do. Okay?
Yeah.
But so if he turns around. And he says, okay. And he noticed, and he says, so-and-so, what do you, like, he's already turned around. What in the hell can we do?
He already knew his answer.
Like, his back is to us most of the time, and he rarely ever says anything. He may have had a bad day at home with the wifey or something, so he's pissed off. So it ain't a normal thing. But Wendell stays asleep, man. And this is the second thing we done brought up today, where it seemed like your lack of sleep held the team back. Man.
Oh wow!
See,
I did keep late hours. Unfortunately, at that time in my life, I was keeping some late hours.
You get better office hours.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
see, when he is straight setting you up, man. He teeing
Yeah,
you
he
up for no
Yeah,
reason.
he is.
Come on, man. Now Wendell isn't gonna want to come back on, bro, because you setting him up.
Man. These stories. This is the problem. This is the thing you don't understand. These stories have been told many times over. You just don't know them. So I'm telling you because you don't know these stories. How you think I tell the story better than he tell it? But I was right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, plus if he sleep, he don't know what happened in the story. Shout out to Darren McFadden, man. Stay awake behind the wheel, man. I'm glad you safe.
Who's that?
Check out that Darren McFadden story.
Oh, Darren. Yeah. No.
Was good at the same time, man. Glad he made it out of this.
Yeah, I got you. That's what I thought you said, but I thought we were talking about UK boys, so that threw me off.
Oh no! I know Darren's no.
Yeah.
It just made me think about the whole sleeping thing. That's what.
Man. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, we have some stories of that too.
But Van, I will tell you this: since he's bringing up old stuff.
Thank you, sir.
And it's your boy.
Thank you, sir.
What we've hashed out some of the things that I did, but the one thing I can never top, and I'll never forget, we were in this drill. I think it was just a regular drill, man. Running backs, we're going through. It had been a long spring practice. We were doing some things, and coach just asked us, "Hey, man, when the ball's on the ground, what you supposed to do, man?"
Supposed to get down on it and get that ball.
Get that ball, right?
Yeah.
Jump on it.
Man. Now I'm gonna tell you about this guy next to you. Man, the coach told him, get down on the ball. I think it was the second of Beasley. It wasn't the first time, it was the second time, wasn't it? Man, I had never seen nothing like this in my life. He told this man to get down on the ball. I swear he walked around the ball, crawled around it, put his feet, and then kind of, grabbed the ball as if it was the pillow in the night. You know what I'm saying? Type reaction. And I'm trying to tell you that the coach went smooth off.
Who's the coach?
Man, what was it? Was it which one was it? Was it Drake or was it?
It was Drake. It was 96.
Tell the story, man. No, you don't need my help.
Oh yeah. Oh, was it Uselak? I'm trying to remember, man.
I'm thinking
it was all of it was Uselak.
Yeah, I'm about to say that had to be Coach.
Man, Coach Uselak, he was something else. But I'm trying to tell you, man, he told that Beasley to get out of that ball, man. Beasley kind of curled it up as if it was the pillow in his bed.
No, that wasn't the problem. He got mad at that. So he threw it on the ground again and said, get on the doggone ball. And you remember it bounced right back up into my arm.
The first, yep. And you like, all right, I got it.
I just tucked it away.
Told him to get out of here. I said, oh wow.
And that was my last day playing football in UK.
It was.
Until Hal Mummy came and brought me back.
Yeah, it was. It
was.
Man.
So
I said,
so that's what it was. Was that drill after the Bama game?
Right after the Bama game.
So there was a reason why that drill was introduced.
It might have been. It was just run drill. It wasn't inside. It wasn't 9 on 7, but it was basically 9 on 7 on skeleton.
Scale, yeah.
Like on skeleton. So it was just, they just giving us a look.
Right.
And we was running the stretch play, and the ball wasn't getting to me. And I was like, hey, coach, shut the hell up and just get the ball. So I looked at my coach. I was like, he's not getting the ball to me. I can't come off my track because if I dip in, this is SEC. You ain't gonna make it back out.
Right.
Okay, I kept my track. Wendell's boy. Ryan Kelly. We get the ball out there. He put it on my hip. And I just kept running. I tried to pull it in. Joker failed.
You hear me, man?
After two fumbles, they weren't hearing it from me. But I'm telling you, I'm running my track and the ball ain't getting there.
It ain't never a dot white.
I'm not saying it ain't my fault.
There it is.
I don't think I would ever do it again. But I'm telling you, I'm a perfectionist. If you ask me to do something and I do it, don't get mad at me. You know what I mean? Don't say, go get the dog from the corner. He ran away, and that motherfucker better not be wet. It's raining.
And we got somebody in the waiting room. I'm going to add him. If Wendell wants to say, well, nope, we just lost him.
Oh, they know Wendell?
Nah, it was Tyler Blevins.
Oh, bring him on, man. I can get out, man. I'll listen.
He gone now. He was in and out.
Why these people keep jumping in?
I don't
You know
know,
what? It
man.
might be one of them people who be crashing. Tyler Blevins. That name sounds somewhat familiar.
Sound familiar?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
You might have JJ Watt trying to crash our joint, man. You crash everybody's stuff, man.
JJ Watt, man.
Oh yeah.
That offensive story got me big because I know this had to be 94. Melvin was still there, so it had to be 94. I think it was his senior year. So, Coach Curry got on. I can't remember Coach Dickey.
Trevor?
Huh?
Trevor Hippolyte?
No.
Hippolyte?
Trevor wasn't there yet. So Coach Curry got on the offensive coaches because we're not getting enough one-on-one reps, right?
Right.
So Melvin hated one-on-one. Melvin would get one rep in and be done because he's like, I'm safe. I'm not gonna be doing this. But Coach Smith said you got to get one in or you're gonna be in trouble. And Coach Smith wasn't no joke.
Yeah.
So so Melvin, so Coach Dickey just running them out, whack 'em. Three route, and we were not really ready. So something happened the play before they did something, and then Melvin just walked out there casually, and then they ran a route while Melvin was walking out. Now Melvin's pissed. Now Coach Dickey said something to Melvin.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if y'all, but Melvin was quiet to himself. He pointed at Coach Dickey, I'm hurting your next player. just like that. He called his shot, just like Babe Ruth called his shot. So lo and behold,
big bow-legged. I remember.
The next drill we got is route recognition. Just us against scout team.
Yeah.
So we over on the field. The field by, I can't remember what's that road with the big old trees on the fence and have the trees by the road.
Cooper Drive?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they were running 4 verticals, and Melvin was supposed to be between 1 and 2, blah, blah, blah. So then they ran a corner route, and the receiver didn't have his mouthpiece in because it's just route recognition. Like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Man, Melvin hit old boy a walk-on, and you know there's at least 10 yards between the sideline in those bushes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Melvin knocked him, lifted him up off the ground. My man landing in the trees. Hold on. We had to dig him out. They had to dig him out the trees, and he almost bit his tongue in half. Almost bit it off.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I thought they said that was Trevor Hippolyte.
No, that wasn't Trevor. Trevor wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Bruh. I want to see that film because we never saw it. Bruh, he lifted him from the sideline all the way to the bushes. And not just at the base of the bushes. You know, like you roll into the bushes? Nah, bruh.
Wow.
He was like a foot or two off the ground in the bushes.
Wow.
Wow, man. I'd love to have been around, but I guess not. If I was a DB, I would have liked to have been out there with Melvin, man. I hear him stories, man. I ain't never met the guy, man.
Oh, Melvin, man. Now here's the one thing I will say, and I tell, and this is what people are gonna get mad at me with this one because they're like, "No, you're lying." See, Melvin wasn't the best safety I played with.
It was you, huh?
No, best safety I played. No, the best safety I played. Well, you asked me. The best safety I played was Reggie Russ. Reggie had range. See, Melvin would come in and hit your ass, but Reggie could hit you. Now he wasn't as lethal as Melvin, but Reggie was a sure tackler. But as a corner, I felt confident enough in him that he can cover my ass if I went and gamble or I went for something just to make a play. You know what I'm saying? See, Melvin was head hunting. You had to watch yourself for trying to make a play because Melvin wasn't gonna be there on pass plays. Right?
That's what you need is safety, man.
What's that?
Somebody who's gonna be a sure tackler. He's the last line defense.
That's what I'm saying. See,
like I said, you don't want somebody who may or may not get you down.
Hold on, but here's the deal though. See, this is what Melvin brought. Melvin brought an intimidation. See,
Oh yeah.
see them receivers. See them receivers did not want to go across the middle. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Any crossing routes, we didn't have to worry about because they were tiptoeing.
I can't remember. Was he the free or the strong?
He was a free.
Free. That's what I thought. He's a free. Okay.
Yeah, he was a free.
Okay.
But if you had a backside post and you saw like a crossing route coming, you was like, ooh, they ain't gonna throw that post. Let me gamble and take this crossing route, and you hoping your safety might be on the top. Nah, that won't happen. that won't happen. Melvin didn't have the range that Reggie. Reggie could have played corner, really.
Yeah, no, Reggie was very athletic, man.
Yeah.
That's why he got an opportunity on the next level. But didn't Melvin Johnson didn't he bust a Stephen Davis big ass?
Oh, dude, he could bust him up, bruh.
That's a big dude.
Hey,
like Stephen Davis is big.
Hold on. And it wasn't one of them plays like the running back shoulder one square to the line of scrimmage and you can catch him, right? Because he dipped his shoulder, you can get up on his shoulder and get him. No, this was Stephen turned the corner, run down the sideline. He saw Melvin. He tried to bow up. Oh, dude, it wasn't like one of them shots that you don't see him coming. Melvin showed him where I was coming from, and Stephen thought like he did everybody else. He punked everybody else. Not today.
Wow.
And he hit him right into the head coach. On the sideline. Man, that was.
Now go sit with your coach.
Right.
Yeah.
That was that game that Mo had that 290 and what he had 40 yards all purpose.
Damn.
You remember? Dude.
Wow.
Dude.
No, I remember him having almost 300 yards all purpose at
was that like in
South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina. That was like mud game. Wasn't it real bad? Weather was kind of crazy.
It was raining. Yeah,
Okay.
Stanley Pritchard and Duke Staley, he was going back and forth with them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You talking about Stephen Davis. I'm sorry. Different game.
Oh, okay. They said I think he went A gap and busted Stephen Davis up. Christian McCoy, Steve Atwater style.
No.
He was sideline.
Yeah, you might be. I'm talking about Bennett. He came before Deuce.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bennett.
okay.
Yeah, not Stephen Davis. I'm talking about Bennett. No, I don't think Melvin played Stephen Davis.
Yeah, it was. I done heard that story from everybody.
Stephen Davis.
It was the year before I got there. It was 94.
It was no.
Beach Bowl year. It was because y'all played the rotating team in the West twice.
Stephen Davis at Auburn.
I know y'all played Auburn in 95.
Yes. Melvin didn't play safety in 95. He was at Tampa in 95.
Y'all, but it also played him in 94. Or did y'all play him in 95 and 96? I think it was
95 and 96. I could be wrong.
It was 94, 95.
Yeah, we did play him there at night.
At 94
then we played him at home. You're right. That had to be because Coach Arch was still there. Arch was on there in 93 and 94. Yeah. So it had to be 94.
Arch was there in 95 as well.
Yeah.
You must be hitting the head too many, man.
Come
check my boy for CTE, man.
Okay.
He was there in 95. Archer coached me in 95.
No.
Coach Archer?
Archer coached me in 95.
No, you're right.
How you gonna tell me he didn't coach?
No,
I'm the one who don't get hit, man. You the one who get hit, man. Just take my number.
Man. No, you're right. I'm trying to figure out when did Coach Smith only coach 1 year at DC. Yeah, you're right.
Now it's 96, the year they got fired.
Yep, that's right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, man, bruh. Melvin had his teammates scared. Bruh, nobody.
Oof.
Spring football? Dude, Coach had dude, we had 907, right? So 907, the safeties are pretty much free, right? There's no one blocking. There's not a wide receiver that can crack back, blah, 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 all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mel was like, if I'm going to be over here, he said, these was his words, I'm going to be over here, I'm just not gonna fake run up in my gap like I'm not gonna hit nobody.
Right.
Was it Ray Mack or was it Damon Hood? I can't. Man, he met one of them in a hole, and it was like, God damn.
He was bigger than Raymond.
No, dude, Melvin was only 190 pounds.
Oh, really?
They said Melvin was my size.
Yeah, Melvin.
Oh, wow.
Melvin fluctuated between about 185 and 190-ish.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He was wiry, man. He was tall though, but he was wiry. But man, when he came, that bow-leggedness, I don't know if that was it, bruh. When he was like, if you see these Tyson videos, you know where he punching and then everything's tight, he'll never extend.
Yeah.
That's how Melvin was. He was once. It was not like he loaded up because he's already loaded up. He was already loaded, man. He just, bruh, I'm telling you, I've tweeted this today. He's easily, I played with some hitters. He's easily pound for pound the best hitter, the hardest hitter I've ever faced, ever known, ever seen.
It's crazy you mentioned that, man. The wiry guys like that. I would admit, one of my best homeboys, I was in his wedding, Dorian Berry, came in with me in '96. He ended up transferring. Hey man, he transferred to Murray State with me. Roommates, buddy, best man, all of that stuff at his wedding. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, dude was about 185, 190. And I never forget, we was at Murray State when we was playing Wisconsin, and Dorian was playing safety. And yeah, we were 1AA back then, and we gone up there, and they were the big team, and Dane was, making his Heisman run and all of that. And I never forget, he was, I think he was already over 120, whatever, doing his thing. And I never forget, Dorian met him in the hole and put him on his back. And they like, who was this kid from 1AA? And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He came up, man. I'm talking about hit that boy. And I was like, man, that dude's for real, man. I never forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's, man.
Tackling is nothing but leverage. People don't understand. You don't have to be that big if you get the leverage. Now, if the bigger boy gets lower than you, then you toast. But if you get lower than the big boy, you can knock his ass out.
It's also timing too, though, man.
Yes.
My defense, like, y'all always know me as an offensive dude. My defense years, man, I probably got most of the hardest hits on my teams that I played with, but because I understood, and that's why my offensive style is the same way. Like, I'm gonna juke you, I'm gonna run over you, I'm gonna run around you based off your body position. So if you run up on somebody and you lunge from far, you ain't got no power. If you run up on somebody and they think you about to lunge and you take one more step and get on their toes, I read all that. Like when I'm getting to you, I read all that. And that's why you're right. It's leverage and body position, but it's also, like I said, even if you hit somebody and you can take one more step, if you're bigger, you might get them.
Yeah.
But if they read you and you leave a step's distance between them and they feel that step up and you leave the ground, yeah, man. Yeah, some good days, man.
I'm gonna give the young listener one more advantage, and you don't know it until you really watch enough film. It's same foot, same shoulder. If you hit somebody with same foot, same shoulder, and you get that leverage, and like A-Dot said, that timing, it is over. It is nothing that, it doesn't matter if you on offense blocking or you on defense taking a hit. If you get that same foot, same shoulder, and you got good body position, it's over. I don't care how big the other guy is. I don't care how fast he is. I don't care what he's doing. If you hit him right, it is ball game. And I know that's something I learned. I think it was my sophomore year, and I used to practice it because you do it enough. You can get yourself to do same foot, same shoulder. It's hard as hell to do, but once you get it, bro, it is. You get some old linemen slipping.
Yeah. But again, Van, like you're saying though, but it's got to start early because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't want that connection, that contact. But you teach kids at an early age, you got to play with your hands, you got to play with your feet, you got to play with that leverage. Yep. And a lot of times what's bad is kids ain't learning that till they in high school or, get to college. It's more of a scheme ball rather than I teach you at an early age hey, to step to it, to get to you, like you said, foot to foot, shoulder to shoulder, and at an early age, and you get used to that.
Yep.
Then it's just scheme. You know what I mean? Then it's just scheme as you get older, and then they just plug and play. But a lot of coaches don't want to teach that, man. You know,
them just drills though. Like the fella said, man. That's stuff you can work on at home, man.
Yes.
Like getting around the hump, man. If you got a bag and you get used to, like you said, Bo, stepping into it, man. If you watch Mike Tyson punching drill, when he throw that hook, man, he got that power from that right hook. Whichever way he do it, he bringing the power from that same side. This is what like I said. You like Van said, if you want that cake, if you want that cheese,
yes,
you got to work on that on your own. Like you can't wait because nowadays it ain't like when we played. You only got 2 hours with these cats per day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to be at home on your own. Like one of my homeboys caught his son in the backyard doing whatever he can do. You know, he lived with his mom, so he trying to figure it out. But that's what I did. I lived with my mom. I had little drills set up. I figured stuff out. But everybody wanted, and that's gonna be that might be our thing for Tuesday, man. Like this excuse stuff. Like I said, you saying they don't work out until they wait for the high school coaches to do it. The high school coach only got 2 hours with you. They got to get in. They got to get an installment. They got to get the practice in, conditioning. Mm-hmm. If you want the cake, like you said, you got to work on that stuff at home on your own, man.
Yeah.
You got.
But again, yeah. I just say, man, I never forget a coach got mad at me because I said, man, at the youth level where I coach at, and middle school, I said, listen, I can tell you who your players are in the first 10 minutes of practice.
Thanks.
I said, it ain't real hard. You know what I mean? We used to have a couple of drills. They're illegal now. You know, you can't do all the extra hitting that we did. but I'm telling you, you know, you can find out in the first 10 minutes. He's like, no, that's not true because you got guys who are like slow. I said, yes, there are guys who are going to develop into positions and grow into their position. It's another thing. I said, but there are guys out here that are a little bit hungrier than the others. Oh, and if you don't recognize that as a coach, then you're doing a disservice to your kids. You know what I mean? Because what you have to do is you have to mold that, and then you have to show that that's what we're looking for. And then in front of your drills, I want that kid because I want everybody behind him to realize, hey, I want that effort.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm with you.
You have too many coaches with favoritism, man. I've noticed that in my dealings with these coaches. Now, too many coaches know either the parent or know the kid from in the past, and they just identify that kid as my such and such, and it's just period. No matter if another kid comes and show that he's better, he's already made his mind up that this is the guy that we're gonna get the ball to, or we're gonna highlight, or etc. And that's ridiculous. But yeah, man, I can see a kid now and know that if he's a dog or not. Even if his abilities are not great, even if his abilities are average, but I know he's gonna work though.
That's what I'm saying. You get a kid that's going 110 miles an hour, giving you that. No matter if he's wrong, because I'm telling you, I don't care if you're on defense, offense. You going now offense, maybe more to some, but if you're going 110 miles an hour, I'll correct the issues.
Right.
But what I can't, you know what I'm saying, give you and coach up his heart.
Right.
And if I see that, then you know what I'm saying, we game. I can work with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, fellas, we done reached that time limit. We actually went over a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Started late a little bit too.
Yeah.
Everybody looked up.
See the locker room. This little line all the time.
Who starts the show? Who's over production?
I'm gonna leave it at that. You know why? you know why? Because I can take it. I got broad shoulders. I can take all of it.
There it is.
All right, Wendell. Appreciate it, brother. Good.
Hey, appreciate you, man. You take it easy, man. Hey, Dub, y'all take it easy, man. Appreciate what y'all do, man.
All right, man. Later.
Yeah, we have to get them back on Tuesday. That's gonna be our topic, man.
All right.
That's gonna be our topic, man. We're gonna invite some coaches on. We're gonna get some youth coaches and whatever. And we're gonna run all that little stuff down, man. You know, then parents who want to ask questions.
Yeah.
That's what that's gonna be our next. They gotta hear it, man. They gotta hear it.
For real. All right, man. That was a good show, brother.